Find the x and y intercepts of the graph. Negative 9x plus 3y equals 24. State your answer as whole numbers or as in improper fractions in simplest form. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing we have to do is we're going to have to find the x-intercept and y-intercept. And so we have two different intercepts. So I'm going to rewrite the same equation twice. And then I'll show you what we're going to do. So I've got negative 9x plus 3y equals 24. Ultimately, when we're done, we're going to have a value for x and for y on both of them. But in the first one, I want to find out what x is. And so I will substitute a 0 for y. So right here, I'm going to put a 0 in. And so it could look like this. Negative 9x plus 3 parentheses, again, in goes 0 equals 24. Now notice that when you plug in a 0 here, it basically gets rid of this right here. So in your mind, all right, again, this can just disappear. So really what you're going to do is you're going to divide by negative 9 on both sides. But I'm not going to skip the steps. I just want to show this. So then this would be negative 9x is equal to 24. And then we'll divide by negative 9 on both sides. And so I have x is equal to negative 24 over 9. I like leaving my negatives in the top. But then we would want to go ahead and make sure we divide it by 3 over 3 because it did state right here in simplest form. So negative 24 divided by 3 is negative 8. And then positive 9 divided by 3 is going to give us 3. So my x-intercept is negative 8 over 3. Similarly, if I plugged in a 0 for y to find x, I would plug in a 0 for x to find y. So in goes the 0 for my x, so I'd have negative 9. In goes 0 plus 3y equals 24. Similarly, it kind of blows that up, gets rid of it. So really, you're just dividing by 3 on each side. But again, I'm not skipping the steps. I want to make sure that we understand what's going on. So this is going to be 0, so it would really simplify to 3y is equal to 24. And then divide by 3 on each side, which gives me y is equal to 8. And so I would have that. And in the next video, I'll show you how we can graph them using our x and y intercepts. So to clarify, my x-intercept is equal to negative 8 over 3. And my y-intercept is equal to 8.